Hello, I'm Gordon Lang, editor of CameraLabs.com, and I'd like to give you a brief video tour around Panasonic's very first digital SLR, the Lumix DMC L1. Here it is, the L1, and you can see pretty much straight away that this is no ordinary looking digital SLR. In fact, it's closer in appearance to a classic rangefinder film camera, and Panasonic's really going after that retro look and feel with this product. For example, the main dial on the top doesn't adjust exposure mode, it's there for shutter speed. And there's a ring around the lens barrel that's used to adjust the aperture. Now this is the way that all older film cameras used to work. And there's a very good reason for implementing these analog controls on a modern digital product like the L1. To be frank, they're just quicker and easier to use. If you want an aperture of f8, just turn the ring to 8. If you want a shutter speed of a 30th of a second, then change the dial to 30th. There's no need to read a manual to work this out, it's very quick and very simple to use. But the L1's not just about nostalgia, it's packed with a lot of modern technology, including an image stabilised zoom, one of the most effective anti-dust systems that we've ever tested. It also uses its main screen for exposure information, like the Sony A100 and the Canon EOS 400D. And even the flash has got a neat two-way mode. If I press the button once, it pops up for a bounce effect, press it again and it's forward for normal operation. One of the most interesting aspects of the L1 though is that it can actually use its main colour screen for composition. This makes it very unique for a digital SLR, and we've got a demonstration right now. We're outside with the Panasonic Lumix L1, so let's see how long it takes to power up. I flick the switch there and as you can see it's ready for action pretty much straight away. That's very impressive considering the L1 performs its anti-dust cleaning process every time you power it up. Now if you were using a normal digital SLR at this point, you'd be looking through the main optical viewfinder in order to compose your shot. But the thing that makes the L1 and the Olympus E330 before it pretty unique products is their live view facility. This allows you to compose using the main colour screen, just like a consumer compactor all-in-one. To demonstrate this on the L1, you first have to press the live view button here. Now you'll have heard a sound there that sounded like the L1 was taking a picture, and in some respects it was. The mirror flipped out the way, the shutter opened, and now the main sensor's being exposed. This allows the screen here to display an actual live view. And it also gives us the opportunity to demonstrate the zoom range. Here we are zoomed all the way out, here all the way in, now all the way back out again. Now at this point it's acting very much like a consumer compactor all-in-one. We can overlay various graphics on the screen like exposure information, a live histogram, and even the choice of two types of grids. This is great for aligning your images, and of course impossible to do on a normal digital SLR. However, you do have to realise that you are still using a digital SLR, and as such, in this live view mode, the autofocus system is being bypassed. So if you want to autofocus, the mirror has to flip back. Here's a demonstration. Now, I've half pressed the shutter button, and as you can see, the camera has managed to autofocus, but it made a little noise while it was doing it. To take the picture, and I pressed the shutter button all the way down. Now again, that took a couple of seconds and it sounded like it was taking 2 or 3 pictures, but that's the penalty of having a live view facility on a digital SLR. It may not be the quickest process, and it may not be as convenient as an all-in-one or a compact, but it's a very unique facility to have nonetheless. The Panasonic L1 certainly stands out in the crowd with its retro look and feel and analog controls, and the modern aspects of this camera work really well too. The optical stabilised lens is very effective, as is the anti-dust system inside the body. The live view feature, while best suited to static subjects, can also be genuinely useful in certain conditions. In terms of image quality, this camera might only have 7.5 megapixels, but as our results at CameraLabs.com show, there's not a great deal of difference between the detail captured by this and a 10 megapixel digital SLR. So far so good, but when you look at the price of the L1 kit, it does appear quite expensive compared to its rival digital SLRs. For example, for the price of the kit you see here, you could almost buy 2 Canon EOS 400D Rebel XTIs. Now that makes the Panasonic look very expensive, but it's important to remember that this kit includes one of the best kit lenses on the market. It's got optical stabilisation, it's got a very fast focal ratio. Now of course you can buy lenses like that for other digital SLRs, but they will greatly increase their price. So there you have it. It's a very high cost of entry compared to, say, the current proper 10 megapixel digital SLRs, but its unique features and look and feel could be worth it. To find out how the Lumix L1 compares to the current crop of 10 megapixel digital SLRs and how these features work in practice, check out our review at www.cameralabs.com.